Stephen, we've got three of your top wines here. We've got Counter Estate, Stephen Henschke, and Hill of Grace. And now, I've just been talking to Prue, and she's saying that she's interested in Grüne Veltliner. Everyone thinks of you as a producer of top red wines. At what point do you ever think we'll see a Grüne Veltliner up in your top range, or
under the Hill of Grace label?
Maybe Hill of Grace Grüne, Hill of Grüne.
Hill of Grüne. Yeah, I think it's, if you look back historically, I think it's quite interesting. I mean, we're 140 years plus old, and people tend to think, you know, the Barossa, Eden Valley's been static, but there have actually been significant changes that have happened in that time in terms of wine style, in terms of consumer demand, and what have you. So I think you have to be careful not to be too fixed in your thinking about, you know, what the future is going to be about. I mean, there'll be an element of this. I mean, there will always be the Hill of Grace. There will always be those sort of top end single vineyard wines that are all about vine age and structure and texture and balance. But I think innovation is really important because it keeps your thinking alive. It keeps you imagining, dreaming, you know, looking for new answers, new ideas. And Grüne Veltliner is one of those varieties up in Adelaide Hills. I mean, I think Adelaide Hills has probably got a bigger future than most people can imagine at the moment. I'm sure, you know, when my ancestors planted the Hill of Grace vineyard, they had no idea, not the slightest imagination of where it was going to become. And I think, you know, we're probably at the bottom of the ladder in terms of where Johan, or the next generation, and the following generations are going to go. And we can't even dream about what's going to happen. So I think this sort of work that we're doing around it seems like around the edges, you know, while you're doing another variety. But I think it's actually, those experimentations are really important for if there is global warming or climate change, you know, things are going to change. So it's important to be thinking about the next moves, the next steps, and, you know, where it might take you. So I think it's part of it's good fun, but a part of it's also strategy about learning for the future.
What would you say if people said, at the moment, did you say you're making 24 different wines, or there or thereabouts, each vintage?
I mean, to be fair, that's true, but realistically, there are core probably 6 or 7 wines that we make that are really our core wines.
Yeah.
And they're the wines that are, you know, the bread-winning wines. They're also the wines that are the flagship wines, the icon wines that give us that umbrella for everything else. And the other ones are things that we love to do because we've got the ability there. We've got the vineyards, we've got the winery with the small tanks that we can be flexible. So even during a busy vintage, we can make little bits of a Lenswood Riesling, or little bits of a Pinot Gris, or little bits of Nebbiolo or something or other. And so it's all a part of the, I guess, the fun and the extension work that we're doing in terms of our research and development. I don't think it's a bad thing to have 24 wines, as long as they're 24 good wines, and that's really the key.
You've just had a significant birthday.
Oh, really?
And you must have thought at some point, I must slow down now, but it doesn't seem like you're showing any signs of retiring, or being retiring either in nature of your exploration or in terms of your winemaking. Where is it you're getting your inspiration at the moment to maybe think, right, okay, how can we do this better? How can we do that better?
I don't know. I guess we just travel a fair bit, and we get ideas. You know, we had the opportunity of studying in Germany back in the 70s, so we made a network of friends, and over the years we've had people working for us, and they've gone off and developed their own wineries, and so we sort of follow what they're doing. The wine industry is a fantastic industry because you've got friends all over the planet and you're building relationships. There's the next generation coming on. I mean, Johan's doing the same sort of thing. He's studying overseas. He's making a network of connections. And I think that's what sort of drives you and just keeps you going and keeps you excited because there's another little challenge just around the corner and you're sort of finding out things, and it's a fantastic life. It's really great, a great industry. We just love what we're doing. We're passionate about making what we do better, and the organic biodynamic side that Pru's doing, the environmental sort of ecosystem services project, and the native grasses, all those sorts of things are stimulating because we know we're improving what we inherited for the next generation. And I guess we're stimulated by what we can still do and what Johan and his sister and his brother and what comes after can achieve, and we want to be around. I mean, we'll probably only be around for the next 20 or 30 years, but we want to be around longer because we're so excited by what could be happening, what could eventuate.
Thanks a lot.
Pleasure.